if you have not completed either of those trainings, we are beyond the deadline at this point. And so, there's consideration right now whether there's some type of action that we take as a board, in particular if folks have not completed their training. So the big piece is the budget training. That training is essential in order for our board to function in the main responsibility that we have, which is stewards of a portion of the city's budget. If that budget does not get utilized by the neighborhood council, it gets lost into the ether, forever lost for the community to utilize it for whatever services, resources we may need in this area. So it's not a lot of money in the grand scheme of things, right? But it's a significant amount of money specifically for this community, where all of us have identified many different ways that money and resources could be allocated. So, with that said, it's long overdue for folks to complete that training, so please do that. These items that are on our agenda today, actually not all of them, we clarified not all of them need to be resubmitted, but some of these do need to be resubmitted, in part because, as I mentioned, or as I announced last week at the council meeting, the city clerk's office is transitioning. Actually, I mentioned this at our retreat, for folks who are at the retreat. The city's budget and finance for neighborhood council is transitioning from the Department of Neighborhood Empowerment, and it is transitioning over to the city clerk's office, which is a very good thing in part because the city clerk's office is responsible for ensuring that everything is done legitimately and to the T and is transparent. With that said, there are some new forms that neighborhood councils are now required to utilize as this transition is happening. The full transition won't happen until April of next year. But in this time, as the Department of Neighborhood Empowerment is passing this off over to the city clerk has requested that we submit, in particular, a board vote count form with our MERs, which is why you see these items on our agenda again, for past MERs. Now, with that said, we also require that our budget committee meets. And so Beatrice, we've already talked about this, but our budget committee has not met, and what that is causing... Okay, so we need an announcement.
I want to clarify, I did not have budget meetings because I did not have in the beginning. So afterwards, I did have a budget meeting. So formally, I have not had budget meetings 1 month.
Okay.
From the day that I had, which was last month.
Okay.
I just want to clarify, you make it seem like I never had a meeting and I never, it's just 1 month.
Yes.
That we have not officially had a budget meeting.
Right. So let me explain. Where I'm coming from is we have a couple of different items. In particular, a lot of the items we need to send them out to the board members. And this is true of all committees, so not just budget committee, right? But all committees should